Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jay here again, Jay Erin. Oh wait, I need to do a disclaimer. I am in no way a practitioner, a nurse, a doctor. I'm just sharing my experiences. By the way, this is just a huge disclaimer before someone comes and tells me I'm, no. This is just what I feel works for me. But today is going to be another different video. It's going to be a tips video about how to overcome stress. I know this is kind of the time where a lot of students or a lot of people feel stressed, whether it be that they're students or whether it be just in general in life. You're feeling stressed, you're like, what the hell? Like, I don't know how to cope, I don't know how to deal, and most of the time it's loads of different pressures. Yeah, make sure you grab yourself some water, some tea, some wine, and just chill out and just less vibes. Today we want to have a conversation with you to just talk about stress, because a lot of people try to, brush it aside and make it seem like it's not real. Especially in African households, it's almost like, how can you be stressed? Do you know what I've been through? Do you know what I mean? But everyone handles stress in different ways, and more importantly, stress affects people in different ways. I mean, it can affect me in a negative way, but I can handle it in a positive way. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that understanding. So yeah, let's get into this video. I'm kind of feeling to change my lip. It's different. I don't know if I like it. I feel like this is giving me stress. This is giving me anxiety. Okay, so that was the NYX Liquid Suede. It's in the colour... Oh, Put It On. Yes, honey, I'll put it on. It's in the shade Put It On. In the middle, I just lightly put some of this Velvet liquid by MUA. This is in the colour Harmony. On Google, stress is defined in many different ways. It says stress is the body's method of reaction to a challenge. Stress is a feeling of being under too much mental or emotional pressure, and pressure turns into stress. When you feel unable to cope, stress is a way of your body reacting to your inability to cope. A bit of stress is normal and can help push you to do something positive, new or difficult, but too much stress can take its toll on you. Just a few ways I personally overcome stress. First of all, I know it sounds cliche, I just breathe. I literally learned this technique in one of the stress classes that I went to, and it's just placing your, this is for like exams and all those things, so you're just placing your feet flat on the ground, putting your hands, laying your hands on your lap, your two palms on your knees, and just breathing, like inhale, exhale. Just taking that time out to just breathe and just feel and just be still. Our minds, our brains are soaking in so much and rushing and overwhelmed. Sometimes I go for walks, that's quite relaxing. But when you're walking, your head can still be rushing because you're moving. There's that movement. Okay, so the second option we have is exercise. Whoo! I'm preaching to myself right now. Exercise is very important. It allows your body to release that energy that you're feeling through stress or whatever. It allows your body to release that energy. Of course, with exercise, there's a lot of sweating. A lot of people don't like sweating, but really and truly it's not a big... Of course, people recommend other ways to deal with stress, maybe have a glass of wine and other forms of drugs. And I'm not really in this video going to suggest it. I'm not going to lie to you and say I haven't gone down that route, because it is helpful, but it is kind of short term. I'm trying to just really encourage people to think the long term. You're exercising, you're moving your body, active, and you're getting that summer body. Like, I'm sure most people want to have a summer body or want to have an all year round summer body. So on your birthday, on your sister's birthday, on your friend's birthday, on this birthday, you flaky, you slaying. It's a positive influence on your body, but at the same time, some people can suggest that it's almost a mechanism for avoiding the triggers to your stress. But I still feel like it's just a way to release the stress. It's a way to overcome the stress because you're physically not focusing on whatever is stressing you, and you decided to, you know, take that time out. And it's just, you know, you rejuvenate in your body so that it can work best for you, because I'm occupied by something else, occupied by in the gym. And you know what, if people say it's a physical thing, it's not a mental thing, you can be in the gym, oh, I hate this person, oh, I hate my job, oh, squats, I hate you. It's a good way, it's a positive way to just, you know, but at the same time there are limits to that. I would advise speak to a doctor or a nurse about it, or a health practitioner about it, someone that's qualified, because it can become an obsession. It can become something that isn't actually a positive thing, because you're trying to just put so much energy into this and still not tackling the main triggers towards your stress planning. And I know, boring again, but in terms of like understanding that you are under stress. I do feel stressed about this particular thing, or generally a lot of other things, but if you're not sitting down and taking that time to organize and sort things out, it's not going to magically change. Forcing yourself and almost pushing yourself into being organized to some degree, so that in the future this stress is decreased, if anything, maybe not eliminated, but decreased, so that it's contained, so that it's stress, but it's good stress because I'm productive. You know, it's stress because I know that it's important to me and I need to make sure that I do well. I have a diary, I try and stick to it. Sometimes things change, things get jumbled up, but a diary is essential, a diary is key. Noting down things is key for me. I think it's almost slightly the most important point in a way. It's just recognizing where that stress is coming from. Most of the time it's from outside influence. And for example, let's say you've got a job and you absolutely hate it, but you kind of want to make sure that your parents feel great about it, or your parents, you know, you want your parents to be proud of you, so you're sticking to it and you're trying. Another year goes by, but you really want to be an artist, but your parents aren't really supportive of that. Once you have the understanding that you feel from your gut that this is something you're meant to do. I'm not saying it's going to be easier, I'm not saying it's necessarily the best decision either. I'm just trying to get people to understand that the stress isn't yours, it's literally been placed on you and you've decided to take it. That bag of stress that's on your back, you can literally just take it off. I'm a Christian and I believe in God. God has his own image of you, God has his own plan. Your parents, together as parents and as individuals, have their own image and idea of what they want from you. Everybody else around you are individuals, whether you like it or not, and they have their own ideas of where they feel that you should be, how they feel you should get there, how long it should take, why you should be doing this, whether this works for you or not. Do you know what I say as a Christian? Fuck what they think. You want your family and your friends and everyone around you to jubilate with you when things go right, and to, you know, appreciate you, and, you know, and whatever avenue you're going down. But at the same time, it's not essential, it's not necessary, and sometimes it's even regressive. Most of the time in an ideal situation, the people that are close to you and the people that are around you want the best for you. Making sure you kind of really define where, or analyze where this stress is coming. For example, in that situation that I made an example of, someone's working, really you just want to be an artist. It's maybe sometimes on the weekends going to art shows and doing all that till you decide that, oh, you know, or doing, you know, presenting your artwork until you decide that, you know, this is able to sustain me, because that could be a whole nother situation entirely. You can have positive thoughts. That's another main thing for me. Positive vibes, PVO, positive vibes only, literally. Like, I can't deal with anything that even sometimes in the slightest makes me feel negative, because it causes me stress. You know, I'm quite an anxious person, you know, so maybe not necessarily stressed, but there's a lot of anxiety, and I'm just like, you know, like, so I kind of need a foundation of just something. And for me it's being positive, for me it's positive vibes, for me it's just anything that is positive, that is progressive. That's that's where I find my comfort. For me, I turn to the scriptures. I turn to the, the Bible, for positivity. Not all the time. I find that, but I find it majority of the time. I turn to the Bible. I find comfort. I find safety. I find a stress-free zone. Talking to God. That is the last point I'm gonna make. Prayer is key. In my opinion, I don't feel like I'm, a prayer warrior or anything like that, but having a relationship with God is important, just so you're not, because you need constant guidance in life. Things change so quickly in a matter of a second. This is happening, and then Donald Trump is now president of the United States. Banter! That is banter to me. So yeah, it's just, sorry, I just kind of went left. But yeah, prayer is key, so that in the midst, all the craziness, all the confusion, you can find your peace and find your calmness and be still. And I believe that nothing is impossible with God, literally nothing. That is partly why I'm a Christian. I'll probably do another video on that. Nothing is impossible with God. So whatever you feel is like, hey, it's all over, you can turn to God, and he's going to comfort you. He's going to be there for you. There's gonna be a way out, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all know what I'm saying. Some people feel like, oh, they can't really hear God's voice, but for me, the only thing I can advise you, I feel so positive because I believe in Jesus Christ, and I believe that with him nothing is impossible. So all this stress of, oh, this is this, oh, I have a deadline, oh, he doesn't want to talk to me, oh, she hates me. It's not that deep. I'm not going to be stressed. 2017, I told my friends, I was like, I'm not taking no L's. I declare, in 2017, I'm not taking no L's. Like, I'm not taking no losses. I'm only winning. I know this is not as easy as it sounds, but I just want you to take each day at a time and follow these couple of tips, which is breathe, exercise, plan, pray, and positive thinking, positive vibes. Keep it positive, and yeah, you should be okay. You should be able to cope with whatever life throws at you, because it's gonna especially come out of nowhere, I think, which is even harder. But it's just how you handle it. Just try and just focus, try and just keep calm, even though it's hard. It's like telling someone when they're angry to keep calm. It's the worst thing, but it's literally something that you have to practice and have to physically do each day. So yes, I hope this has been helpful. I do appreciate you guys joining me and stopping by my channel. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys for supporting me. Thank you. Bye. Hello?